Yeah, no,
you're looking great.
Peace tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I mean, big fight, biggest fight of the year in my opinion. You know, I was telling Barak earlier, this reminds me of that, Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard era. This fight can actually live up to that hype. Do you feel the same way? What's your thoughts right now, being in Vegas?
Just as a fan almost, just so much excitement, being up there, being around a big Canelo fight week. Sometimes as a promoter, you get involved with fights where you're a big outsider. Lomachenko against Crolla the other week, Hearn against Crawford, two of our guys who you hoped would do the business.
Right.
This is one where we feel we have the winner, and I just know that this is the biggest upset. I've said before, there's going to be people throwing up ringside when Danny Jacobs beats Canelo. This is because we have another king in Anthony Joshua, and I know how badly people want to beat Anthony Joshua, right? And it's the same feeling that we have about Canelo Alvarez.
Right.
So these are these superstars that we want to disrupt the pattern of. Danny Jacobs wants what Canelo has.
Right.
He wants that undisputed tag. He wants that pound for pound great tag, and he can do it by being victorious on Saturday.
Right.
It's not going to be easy. But I tell you, it's going to be one hell of a fight. Hell of a fight,
I
because
believe you.
there's people talked about Hagler and Hearns and stuff like that, and sometimes you make comments like that and people go, Hagler, Hearns, what are you talking about? Let's be real here. This is two middleweight world champions, two elite middleweights, two of the best middleweights in the world, in my opinion.
Yes.
And therefore, that's exactly what you are going to get.
Right.
You're going to get the best of the best, champion versus champion, and I can't wait. I've never seen Danny in this frame of mind.
Right.
It's just everything feels so right.
Right.
It's almost spiritual.
Yeah.
And I know that's
Wow.
you can't just feel good. You can't have that spiritual feel
Right.
without having the talent and the speed and the power
Absolutely.
and the mindset. But he has all that. And I just think that on Saturday it's just going to flow into one. And you're going to see a massive, massive shock. And it won't be a shock to us, but it'll be a shock to a lot of people.
I'm glad you brought up Crolla and Khan, because there got to be times where promoters, you're for your guy, but in the back of your mind, you're like, I don't think my guy could beat this guy. You're 100% sold that Danny can beat Canelo. Would you bet the house on that?
Which house? Because I know you got a few.
I'll tell you this. In terms of the odds, I'll be betting heavily on Danny Jacobs on Saturday night, because for me, this is a 50-50 fight. And the bookmakers don't see it that way. And when you talk about the other guys, you've been around fighters, when you're in a camp, you're all rolling together, you've got that belief,
right.
You just feel like even Lomachenko, Crolla. But of course, we know boxing.
Right.
So we know this is one where I just feel this is it. And you know what? And I hate making predictions, but I can just see him knocking Canelo out.
Wow.
I can see it, I've pictured it in my mind, where we all just as a team jump over that top rope,
right.
and the place goes crazy, because he has that kind of mindset right now, that seek and destroy
Right.
Marvin Hagler mindset, which is, I don't want to leave it to the judges. And
Right.
I've got to say, respect to the Las Vegas Commission.
Right.
I think we've got an outstanding group of judges
Absolutely.
for this fight. Moretti, great judge. Glenn Feldman, outstanding. Steve Weisfeld, outstanding. But you can see here, this is a very pro-Canelo round.
Yeah.
Crowd. So during the rounds, you can't afford to be giving rounds away.
Absolutely.
You can't afford to be taking the last 20 seconds off. You've got to be working. Danny Jacobs has got to win this fight so convincingly to get the decision, because that's just life.
Well, listen,
It's not corruption, it's life. But let's ruin that and let's knock him out.
But Eddie, how do you
Wow.
feel? I mean, we all know that Canelo was a big investment for DAZN. You're tied into DAZN, right? So how do you feel of being the guy? Hold up. How do you feel of being the promoter that upsets the apple cart, that stirs everything up if Jacob wins?
One thing you got to know about me, right? I love a dollar bill, right? But I love to win. I love this sport. I love DAZN. DAZN is the greatest thing to happen for fight fans for years and years and years.
Right.
But
You
DAZN,
wanna
I'm
beat
sorry.
DAZN.
DAZN, I'm sorry, right? And I know John Skipper will be there, Joe Markowski will be there, and really, deep down, I know they want and they need Canelo Alvarez to win.
Right.
I'm sorry, DAZN.
So-
DAZN is in my heart, but right now there's only one thing in my heart, and that's Danny Jacobs. And if it means DAZN not getting a fight they want in September, tough. Because this means more than business.
I love the brute honesty here. Eddie always.
This means more than business.
Right.
This is
Deeper than
about
that.
this is about an occasion. This is about the feeling you get inside, being part of someone's career, walking with him, knowing what he's been through. Right. All the
Yeah, him taking his chance with you and moving over to you.
It's more that as well, and that I will always respect him for that. But it's all about what he's been through in his life, and I know the pride that he feels up there. My dad said to me once, if you can get 1% of the adrenaline that a fighter gets when they walk into the ring, you'll be a very lucky man. I swear I get 50 or 60% on Saturday night. And everything, to me, whether it's business, whether it's sport, whether it's boxing, it's just about winning, it's about competing, and it's trying to be the best. This is the perfect opportunity to do that. So it's a great question, and I know, although they won't tell me, the DAZN want Canelo to win. But
Come on, that's obvious.
The DAZN,
I don't know.
You are amazing, but on Saturday night, it ain't going to go your way.
I don't know. But let me tell you, I think if Danny Jacobs win, you're going to jump in there and probably put Danny on your shoulders.
Hey, I'm renowned for some terrible celebrations because that's like, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I can't tell you, if he does this on Saturday, you will see some like, I mean,
you will do a backflip like Teofimo Lopez.
I've never been a gymnast. I will be able to do all sorts.
Do you think it will compare to when AJ beat Klitschko in front of 90,000 people?
This is the same level of fight. You know, these are the super fights that we all want. You know, and going back to what you said about DAZN, it's a major moment for DAZN as well. This is the first super fight we've had on the platform.
Legendary fight.
Exactly. Plenty more to come in 2019. But like, this is what it's all about. You know, this is what the sport is all about. This is what every sport is all about. Right. The elite levels, the best of the best.
Yes.
And that is why, like, this is everything.
Absolutely.
Everything. And I can't wait because, you know, the excitement when you're in Vegas in the T-Mobile Arena. And the best bit is I know you guys won't be in the ring, but when you're in the ring and they come together and the referee gives them the final instructions and they go like that and you go over and you go, good luck, Danny. Yeah. And you get out.
Oh, my God. Your leg.
Check us out. And you just,
oh my God! Listen, we're not,
but we feel that.
We feel that.
Good.
We feel it for years. Yeah,
we love the fighters. We love the fighters.
Absolutely.
Listen, I know we was joking earlier, but in reality, we don't know what DAZN wants. But we know that this is a great thing for DAZN. We got the best fighters in the world fighting. So what does that say for DAZN coming in out of nowhere and putting on this kind of level of fight?
The truth is, we've been going, 7 months? Okay, let's look at the roster. AJ, Canelo, Danny Jacobs, Alexander Usyk, Rungvisai, Triple G, Demetrius Andrade, Maurice Hooker, Tevin Farmer, Kate.
Did you practice that? That was too quick.
It's just in here and in here, right? We're just getting started. But these super fights are so important to the platform because what we're saying is, this Saturday, you would normally have had to spend $90 or $100 to buy this fight.
Can I interrupt you there? My brother called me and he said, listen, I just paid for the last fight. It didn't live up to that. I don't want to say the fight because I watched it too. I thought it was okay. But he said, I don't know if I can afford the next fight on DAZN. And I had to remind him. Seriously, I had to remind him that, brother, you paid a subscription already. He forgot because he's in that pay-per-view mindset.
Yes.
Look, I come from the UK, right? Our pay-per-views are $25, okay? For me, that's nice. Yours are $70, $80, $100. This would be a $90 pay-per-view. All you have to do is, we've got the monthly deal, we've got the yearly subscription. For me, if you like boxing, even if you want to come in and out, the yearly subscription is the deal. You're paying for what you pay for a yearly subscription, what you'd pay for one night pay-per-view on another platform. You're getting 12 months, you're getting 100 fight nights. And forget about boxing, you're getting Bellator, you're getting Major League Baseball show as well. Loads of other sports coming as well. But look at what you're seeing. The Rungvisai Estrada card last Friday was spectacular with Roman Dehenny. You've got Canelo Alvarez this weekend. You've got Usyk coming up at the end of the May. You've got the World Boxing Super Series. We haven't even talked about that. Then you've got AJ on June the 1st. You've got Golovkin the week after. You've got Demetrius at the end of June. This is an absolute...
It's non-stop.
You don't even have to sell this thing.
You
just have to just be switched on and know, get your annual subscription. If you want to buy monthly, good luck to you. For me, this is a no-brainer. Get it done.
A lot of people know already. There's some that really don't understand the concept of what DAZN is offering. You think fights like this are going to be the fights to make people get it?
Because this is so important. Because all very well saying pay-per-view is dead in America. You've got to make the pay-per-view fights. Here you have a fight where you would pay $90, $100 on HBO or Showtime, right? Now, same thing with Joshua coming out. We need to make Joshua Wilder. We've got to make the winner of this fight against Golovkin. We've got to make the super fights. And you could end up with 6 or 7 fights that you would spend $100 on each fight on pay-per-view on normal network TV. That's $700 or $800. This is a no-brainer. This is a revolution for fight fans. People should be embracing this. DAZN is incredible, and on Saturday, you are really going to see the first mega fight on DAZN and the first of many.
There you have it. No, it can be said better. Eddie Hearn, folks.